You ever wonder why that boba stand at the farmer's market charges $7 for what is basically flavored water and tapioca balls? It is not greed, it is math, and today we are breaking down that math so you do not end up crying into your own lemonade. Food and beverage cost calculation sounds boring, like something a guy in a beige cardigan would explain at a community college, but it is actually the difference between your pop-up stand becoming a tiny empire or becoming a sad folding table you quietly pack up at noon. Here is the basic idea. You take the cost of all your ingredients for one drink, divide that by what you are charging, and that gives you your cost percentage. Let us say a cup of lemonade costs you 50 cents to make. Lemons, sugar, water, the cup, the little paper straw that the turtles definitely appreciate. If you sell that cup for $5, your cost percentage is 10%, which honestly is a beautiful number that should be framed and hung on your wall. Most successful food and drink vendors aim for a cost percentage between 25 and 35%. Anything higher than that, and you are basically running a charity, except nobody thanks you for it. Now, boba is trickier because you have more ingredients doing more work. Tea, milk, sugar, tapioca pearls, cups, lids, straws, and sometimes those little toppings that make your drink look like a science experiment gone right. Let us say all of that adds up to $1.50 per cup. If you sell it for $7, your cost is about 21%, which means you are doing great, like suspiciously great, like maybe double check your lemons are still real lemons great. Here's where people mess up though. They only count the ice and the syrup and forget the cup, the lid, the straw, and the napkin nobody asked for, but everybody takes anyway. Those small extras are called packaging costs, and if you ignore them, you will think you are profitable when really you are just slowly donating napkins to the public. You also have to think about waste. Spilled syrup, melted ice, the boba that turns into sad rubber pellets if it sits too long. All of that is real cost, even though it never touched a customer's mouth. A good rule some vendors use is adding a small waste buffer, usually around 5 to 10% on top of your ingredient cost, just to cover the chaos that is running a beverage stand in 90-degree heat. Pricing is not just about covering ingredients either. You have got propane, ice, signage, maybe a permit fee, and the emotional cost of explaining for the 100th time that no, lemonade and limeade are not the same thing. A common mistake is pricing based on what nearby vendors charge instead of what your actual costs are. Just because the guy next to you charges $4 does not mean you can survive on $4, especially if his lemons fell off a truck and yours did not. The real secret to long-term success is tracking your numbers weekly, not yearly, because trends shift fast and ingredient prices can sneak up on you like a raccoon near your trash can. Once you know your true cost percentage, you can adjust prices with confidence instead of guessing and hoping. So if you are trying to figure out how to price your boba or lemonade stand without losing money or your sanity, you want to learn more about how we help vendors like you actually run the numbers? Check out our links in the description.